Hey everyone, it's Megan at Colorado Sugar Gliders, and today I wanted to show you how I make up our Sugar Gliders food. We use the Pet Glider diet, and I'm going to put a link to that down in the description. It'll take you to our website, and then you can see their whole diet there. So I'm not going to explain all of that right now, but we generally make up 3 to 4 batches, different batches of food at a time, and freeze them. This just gives the Sugar Gliders a variety of different options. They really like variety, and it helps with their diet needs. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have everything kind of laid out here. The first main thing we're going to add is protein. You can use eggs or chicken, ground turkey, sometimes they even use fish, but you need 6 to 8 ounces of that. If you're doing a scrambled egg, just make sure you can use coconut oil or nothing in the pan, but don't use vegetable oils or whatnot. I've weighed that on this little scale so I know that I have an accurate amount. I'm also going to need to add about 2 cups of fruits and 2 cups of vegetables. Today I have blueberries, strawberries, pineapple, banana, and then for my vegetables I've got some sweet potato, and then this blend that has Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kohlrabi, carrots, kale in it. All right, I'm gonna do roughly a cup and a half of this blend since it has multiple vegetables in it. And we'll throw in the sweet potato. All right, so you can see I've got my protein in here. I have my vegetables. It doesn't have to be a super fine mix. There can be some chunks in there. You can also chop it if you don't have a food processor. Just remember that these are very small animals with very small mouths, so you do need small bite sizes. All right, so I got the protein and vegetables all blended up and put in a bowl. Now I'm gonna mix up my 2 cups of fruits. Got banana. A lot of blueberries left in here, so I'll put those all in. And you can use fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables, just not canned, because they do have a higher salt. They have added salt. You will also find a list of safe fruits and vegetables on the TPG site, and I'll put a link to that in my website as well. All right, now that's everything we need to blend in the food processor. So now we're just going to mix it all together in our bowl. All right, so now we have protein, fruits, and vegetables. We also need 32 ounces of plain unsweetened applesauce, just like this. And I already measured this on my kitchen scale. Go ahead and dump that in. All right, you're going to need 6 tablespoons of frozen orange juice. If you can find the type that has calcium added, that's even better. I already measured that out. Let's dump that in. All right, and 6 to 8 tablespoons, or no, I'm sorry, 6 to 8 ounces of plain whole milk yogurt. So I went ahead and measured that on my scale as well. All right, and then this is optional, but I tend to add it is ground flaxseed. You can add a tablespoon or two. Sugar gliders have a hard time digesting a lot of fiber in their food, so they'll suck all the nutrients and moisture out of the food and then tend to spit the fibrous parts back out. So adding a little ground flaxseed just helps them get fiber that they need. All right, give this a good stir. All right, and one last ingredient we're going to add are just old-fashioned oats. You can add, they say 6 to 8 tablespoons. I vary it depending on how thick my food is. You don't want it super thick, but you also don't want it too runny. So generally I just add the 6 tablespoons. Is that 6? I lost count. It's close enough. It's a thickener, but they also do like the oats. Okay. So once it is all mixed up, you could put this in small Tupperwares, enough for a day's worth, and freeze them that way. You can put them in ice cube trays. A lot of people do that. And sugar gliders need about 1.5 tablespoons of this food per day. So an ice cube tray is just about, an ice cube size is just about that. So that would be perfect. I actually have these trays. To be honest, I don't even know what these are for. But since they are a little smaller than an ice cube tray, I give them each 2 of these a day. And I just spread my food in there, go ahead and freeze it. And then when it's solid frozen, I pop it out and put it in a Ziploc bag. And I have my different batches labeled, and we try to rotate every day a different food. The last important thing with this TPG diet is you will need to sprinkle their multivitamin on the food the day you give it to them. All right, this is their multivitamin, has calcium, all the other things they need in it. This is through TPG, the pet glider, and you will want to use this exact vitamin if you're going to use their diet. So each glider needs 1/8 teaspoon of that a day. So when we put our food, get our food out of the freezer, put it in a little bowl, however much they need, then we'll sprinkle 1/8 teaspoon per glider on that, and then mix it all up to make sure that they're eating that. And it's as simple as that. It's really not too complicated, especially since you can make several batches and freeze them. One batch lasts 2 gliders about a month. So you really don't have to make it too often. You saw it didn't take that long. If you have any questions on the TPG diet or my process, please put a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and answer that. And if this was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe and bell icon, and you'll be notified next time I do a video. Thanks.